Hi everyone, this is just a quick video for Module 8. So Module 8 is our last module for the semester, and it will just contain 2 assignments that you'll complete, and it's a short module too. Keep that in mind. It is due on a Friday and not a Sunday, so make sure that you are starting this module a little bit earlier so that you give yourself enough time to finish this last essay. The reason it's due on a Friday and not a Sunday is because I have to have your grades submitted on Monday, so that wouldn't give me enough time to grade, and also the class ends on Friday. So there are no extensions for this one either. So let me just show you what you're looking at here. A pretty simple module, obviously overview and to-do list. The readings for Module 8 are over how to look at visual arguments, which is what we're doing in this unit, so we're still focusing on argument. We're also going back to analysis, which we have done several times this semester in different contexts. In this case, we are focusing on how to analyze a visual, specifically an advertisement. And so there are some readings that you can do in the textbook to help you out. And then the other readings are just review, and that is readings that we've done all semester. So this should be stuff that you know already, but you're more than welcome to look back over these, just kind of refresh your memory. This is all stuff that we have been quizzed over, because you're going to take the final review quiz based on those quizzes that we've already taken. So this quiz will pull from not only the Module 8 readings, which is the stuff over visual arguments, but also all of the other quizzes that we've taken this semester. So it will pull questions from all of those places, and so you get kind of a random order of them. You can take it as many times as you want to, but each new attempt you'll get new questions, so you might give yourself some time to review first before you jump in. This is the essay that you're writing. This is not a difficult essay, but it is one that you want to give yourself just a little bit of time to do, because finding the right advertisement can sometimes be tricky, especially when you're when you're working online. You're more than welcome to find a print ad as well. So if you get a magazine, newspaper at home, if you get that delivered, or you find one in the library or something, you're more than welcome to find print ads. I like print ads because they work well for this assignment, because they tend to be for specific audiences. So like I subscribe to Time magazine, and there are always some good ads, and right at the beginning or at the end or something. So we're looking for an advertisement, something that is trying to get you to either buy into something, so like support an organization, or give money, donate money, or buy something. So maybe a food advertisement, it could be a insurance advertisement. There's all kinds of advertisements out there. It doesn't matter, as long as it is static, that is, it's not moving. We're not doing a commercial for this one, and it is one that's actually trying to sell you something, or to get you to support something. So the essay itself is pretty simple. You just introduce the ad, and at the beginning kind of explain what it looks like. Your thesis is your judgment of the main message of the ad. So it's not so much what is it trying to sell. Like obviously it's trying to sell you something, but what are they trying to say about that something in order to get you to buy it? So what is different about this particular product that makes you want to buy it? The body of the essay, a couple of paragraphs. You want to look over the design elements, the composition features. This will be about a 5-paragraph essay. And then you want to have usually 2 body paragraphs for design elements. A lot of students do color, font, that kind of thing as the elements that they analyze. And then in the 3rd body paragraph, I want you to cover rhetorical appeals and audience. So you have to name a rhetorical appeal. So I see ethos in this. And then you explain how that shows how that appeals to the intended audience. Try to be specific with the audience as well. Name the audience. So, you know, like I have Time magazine here. Time magazine tends to be people who read Time magazine tend to be adults who are interested in politics and current events and things like that. If you had Women's Day, it's obviously aimed toward older women. If you had Good Housekeeping, so that kind of thing. If you're just online looking for an advertisement, it can be a little bit more difficult to find the intended audience, because it's just online. So you may consider what website you found it on, and that kind of thing, so you can determine who the intended audience is. And then, of course, you want to finish it out what we normally do. You can use first person with this one. Obviously, you don't want to tell the reader what he or she thinks, so don't use second person. And then it's a 2 to 5 page essay. So the other thing to remember is you have to include a copy of the advertisement that you used. I can't grade it without a copy of the ad. Otherwise, I don't know what you were looking at, and so I can't tell whether or not you did an accurate analysis. So you have to turn in a copy of the ad. You want to make sure you have the works cited page, and you'll have the URL link if you used it online, but I want you to actually physically put the ad in there. So you may copy and paste the image file is fine. If you have a print ad, you can just take a picture of it and then post that. A lot of students just attach it in the file of the essay, like right at the bottom, and that's perfectly fine. So this is our last big essay. It is worth 100 points, so it's the same as some of the other essays. You want to make sure that you are spending some time really thinking about getting a good essay written. Even though it's shorter, you want to make sure that it is a good essay because it is your last one. This is your last chance to get a good grade in this class. So a couple of sample essays for you to look at so you can kind of see what I'm looking for. And then the last thing that I have here is the end of course survey, which is the same survey as the midpoint survey, but gives you a chance to give me feedback on kind of the second half of the class. If there's anything that you didn't particularly enjoy, the written feedback is the most helpful for me. I don't really look at the other questions so much as suggestions for the class and that kind of thing, and I'll give you 5 points extra credit for doing that. So like I said, last module, it is due early, but they only have the 2 assignments, so it shouldn't take you too long. As usual, send me an email if you have any issues. Last day to withdraw, I think, is in at the beginning of the week, and then if you have any concerns for the end of the semester, make sure that you are emailing me right away. And that'll be all. So this will be my last video. I hope you had a good semester. I certainly did. And have a great rest of your summer.